It's a movie.
Alright, let's get into it. With that being said, I want to welcome y'all to the latest edition of Cut to the Chase. I'm your host, K. This is my co-host, Ibn, my other co-host, Chris, and my last co-host, K on the end. This is a sports music podcast where we jump right into it and get, straight to it. Sports and music. This show today being brought to you by Tandem Music Group, Access Purpose, Classic Hub, and SLP Photography. First quarter, straight to it. Everything is, music and sports with us. So right now we've been in music and politics with a lot of the antics and stuff that's going on with our good brother Kanye. Kanye's been making a lot of headlines right now, and it's been headlines, right? And a lot of people are feeling some type of way. Some people agree with it, some people don't, and some people understand. I just feel like everyone's entitled to their own opinion, but a lot of times when you're a celebrity with a platform and you sometimes represent the masses, people feel like you should kind of, make sure you representing the right way. So with that being said, how do y'all feel about Kanye and his latest stance with Trump? Him even going to the White House and doing his whole rant. K, what's up, K? What's going on?
I was gonna say first, I feel like Kanye, every time he does something, is calculated. So Kanye going to the White House and making his antics and doing all of that, it's a reason behind it. Is it a tour coming up? Is it an album coming out?
The album coming out in November, Black Friday.
That's right. So
okay.
it's something behind it. He's trying to draw attention to himself. But if you notice, Kanye doesn't just do it the conventional way, drop a single and then everybody getting ready for the album,
right.
Build up. He has to go and be Kanye because everybody has this perception of Kanye as being this radical, irrational, crazy guy. So he has to live up to his perception that he's built now. So he goes out and does something outlandish. And what better for him to do?
They go align with Trump. Right.
With where Make America Great.
Do you think Kanye cares? Or this all about him and his agenda? Or do you think he really cares? Because he was talking about some good stuff.
Because think about it. Because if his wife is going to the jails and trying to do one side of it, it seems like his household is split.
Yeah.
Kim's doing one thing that's for Kaepernick and our people, and then Kanye, it seems like he's completely on the other side,
which is ironic. You would think it would be the other way.
So
you think that's
she did the prison? She was doing like a prison reform.
Please don't bring her name.
No,
she's doing a prison reform.
What I'm saying, Malcolm of all eras. She's doing prison reform.
She's doing prison reform.
So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but she's doing the president's dirty work. That's all teamed up.
But what I'm saying is, it seems like they're both split on both sides of the spectrum.
No, they're working together, bro.
So that's why I'm saying it's all
calculated.
Okay, that's where it all ties into it being a calculation.
Ain't we talking about entertainers?
Yeah, right.
Why are they being taken so seriously? No, because
that's why I'm sitting up here looking at y'all
on
Facebook.
Because I'm like, what the hell are y'all talking about?
But no, but that's the way
we talking about Kim
on.
Kardashian. You're talking about
and Kanye West, and I'm supposed
to
have
more
political
but some
shit.
of these
entertainers have more influence than some of these political figures
social media
out
being
here
the way it is now.
Hold up, peep this. You're talking about a situation where we have a reality star as our president. So when you have a reality star as our president who basically calculated votes on being like, I'm going to be with this popular person, this popular person, this popular person, and then I'm going to go win an election, which he basically did.
He a businessman
I'm going to draw up this drama this way, this drama this way. People don't pay attention to this. Let me go ahead and use analytics to win the system, and he won an election. Basically what's happening is all he did was continue that and use like celebrities that are goofy as shit or celebrities that are willing to sell their basically soul for money. The Kardashians have been doing that to the max. No respect for themselves, none of that type of shit. They just basically feeding poison. And then you actually have a Kanye West who's, to be honest, he actually wants good for people. He's mentally not stable. So people are forgetting this. So one, Kanye West isn't stable when he's talking about George Bush don't hate don't love black people and all that type of shit. And then he's like, he's stable when he's unstable when he's doing all of this type shit. He's unstable when his mom died and he's doing all this crazy shit.
Right.
But he's stable when he's for you. So now he's for to make America great again and all that. So they painting him this picture like he's a stable guy. He's not. He hasn't been stable for years.
Right.
He's an artist, which sometimes artists lose themselves in their art. That's what makes them so great. That's the history of art. But they're using him being unstable, which his own wife and stuff like in their family are using Kanye West pretty much for their agenda. And their agenda is going to be backed by money because Donald Trump is definitely going to go ahead and lace their pockets, or if he hasn't already done it. Like, you're talking about Kim Kardashian doing prison reform. Bitch, why wasn't you doing no prison reform 4 years ago, 5 years ago? Why you ain't doing the same thing?
That's why it's
who
calculated.
like
She
the
know that
Kaepernick
was
shit?
locked up for her to even
Exactly.
feel
Like, now they throwing out names. Let's get
why-
this guy out of jail.
that's why it's
being
calculated.
good is the
why
wave.
it's calculated.
She does know
Like, look,
that.
being good to black people
does
right
know
now
that.
is the wave. Like, Colin Kaepernick has made this joint like
Right.
popular.
Right.
Like, come on, bro. Like, you got to be kidding me. Like, that made it popular or whatever like that when he actually is doing the right thing. But then you got all these celebrities actually trying to benefit from it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, no, y'all too late. We not respecting y'all, John. These
Everybody
people
has
been
an agenda,
poisoning
man.
shit for year after year after year. Now you get somebody in the White House you cool with or whatever. Now it's a win. Fuck Kanye West or whatever like that. Even being mentally unstable. Fuck the Kardashians. All of them. They all on some bullshit. Fuck all of them.
So it's safe to
They
say
all on
we
some
feel
shit.
like
I
Kanye.
said
That's
what
real
I had
shit.
to say. That shit was some bullshit. Kanye sold out. That's a game being played.
Kanye never
Kim
sold
Kardashian-
in. He always was.
He goofy as shit. He
but
not
since-
stable.
But since day
He never
one,
sold in?
He never sold in. So from day one, Kanye has been the pink polo guy when everybody looked like this.
Yeah.
Remember?
No, that's just the artist, though. That's the artist in
But
him.
it goes further.
Okay.
The George Bush shit, when George Bush jumped, you know what I mean? That whole thing.
I didn't think George Bush liked black people either.
Exactly. But
Yeah.
at the same time, but for Kanye, it was the unpopular thing to do that was going to get him a lot of attention.
It wasn't unpopular not to like George Bush.
It was
No, then I think, like I said,
It was
then I think he
unpopular to go
was
on
genuine.
national TV
This
to do
shit now, the most disrespectful thing I think he did was the reaching out and trying to contact Colin Kaepernick's people. That's just like when you have an agenda to make money or to flourish or whatever you got going on.
Who you talking about?
To
Trump?
bring him involved, that's somebody who literally gives a shit about his people.
Right.
Like, you talking about a boy that, like, we can't understand Collins, like, how much he doing it, like for the people. This dude's adopted.
Yeah.
And people not even peeping it. Like,
Yeah.
so he adopted, and now he's a millionaire quarterback. He made it to one of the most greatest jobs you can have in America.
Right.
And then he gave it all up, but he's still like, shit, I made it. I'm
Right,
good.
right.
Now I'm for the people. To bring him in that shit, that's when it comes. That's why I say fuck all of them, because
Yeah.
it become disrespectful. Get
You're
your
not
money.
respecting the real.
Do
You
your
ain't even
shit.
just do your
But that's
scheme
the
and walk
real.
away.
Don't
Yeah,
fuck with
yeah, don't
bull.
fuck with the real.
Don't fuck with bull. That's the real.
Let's keep it moving. So with that being said, nice first quarter, fellas. Let's go to the second quarter. Second quarter, Complex released an interview or a news article saying that the NFL has passed. No, excuse me. The NBA has passed the NFL as America's #1 sport. Now, the NBA started. You know, this is opening week. I'm very excited. I haven't been excited for basketball in a while. You know, a lot of stuff is happening with LeBron. Stuff, you know, still Steph. The moves that the NBA are making on every level, from business to from Kyle Kuzma doing a deal with GOAT sneakers, where it's like an unconventional deal where he's getting sneakers from a almost like a sneaker consignment type of shop and getting exclusive, whatever. So the rules are being wrote different from the jerseys being sponsored. It's so much going on with the NBA. Everybody's focused on the NBA. So do you guys feel the NBA has passed the NFL as American sport? Now I'm gonna be honest. I want to start with Dollars on this. Chris, what do you think? Because you're a big NFL guy. You're a big sports guy, period. And I know you watch the game from a analytical standpoint. You know the numbers on both sides. You know the politics. You know a lot of the ins and outs. So I'm curious to say, or curious to ask, what's your opinion on that?
All right, here's what I would say. I would say, as far as day-to-day popularity, it may seem like the NBA is more popular because the NBA markets its players as opposed to the NFL, which markets the shield, the logo, the NFL. Each team is marketed as opposed to each individual superstar player. The money is different, so you got to think about it. NFL, each owner at the beginning of the season, everybody get a check for $255 million. Everybody split evenly. They split 14 billion. The NBA, the revenue is split differently.
Okay.
So the big market, that's why everybody wants to go to the big market teams. The Lakers obviously gonna make more money than Cleveland.
Cleveland, right?
So the Lakers are basically splitting and sharing the revenue down. The big market teams are splitting the revenue with the smaller market team.
Okay.
So in popularity, it may seem like it because, like I said, they market their players different. But as far as the numbers, the NFL is
NFL by far still.
the NFL is by
Okay.
far king with the deals with the liquor companies and the TV networks.
Yeah.
Those deals are so much bigger and larger than the NBA's. It's just people like the NBA
Yeah.
more because they work with, they so diverse and they in the community. The NFL is like, we don't care. We do it our way,
Yeah.
and it's more boys clubbish. So whereas it's not inclusive, is where the NBA makes it more inclusive for everybody.
Right.
Whereas though the NFL is just like, this is how we've been running our business for the last 100 years, and
That's because the NBA is bigger internationally. And,
That
and
too.
it grew. That's what
That
happened.
too.
That's why
I
it
think
looked
it's
like
bigger than
it's a compare. It is because they ain't even playing
You
football.
gotta think
bro.
football.
Yeah, they're not playing it because they
So
don't
like
have the means
so-
to.
that's
That's
why
what
I
in
look
China.
at-
No,
far as
basketball
view
in
it,
China is
I don't think.
internationally.
It
Basketball
is. Basketball internationally
is
is it's the biggest
because
shit.
you can pick up a
Yeah, yeah,
basketball.
everybody doing
anywhere.
this shit.
You
Yeah,
can pick up a
everybody's doing it, but
basketball
as far as viewership, like I don't think if you took an NBA game and you threw that bitch in the middle of motherfucking Africa, or you threw that bitch in the middle of Europe or whatever, it couldn't do the numbers as an NFL game.
Yes, it would.
No, it wouldn't. It just
NBA,
wouldn't.
Africa basketball.
Nah, you put
the
the
NBA
Lakers-
Yo, they
Africa-
go
put
to the
Lakers and
NFL
Golden
with
State
the
in the
bag
middle
of
of
shit
Africa.
teams
Nigga.
playing
You
each
put
other in
Lakers
Europe.
and
They
Golden
sell
State
out
in
the
the middle
biggest
of Africa,
stadiums.
K?
The biggest stadiums. They sell out the. This is facts. They sell out the biggest stadiums with the
So
worst
you don't think
teams
if they put
overseas.
the Lakers-
They do this shit. Yeah, you gotta put
The
the
Jaguars-
best teams that everybody knows. You couldn't
The
go.
Jaguars sell out.
I get what
To
you're
his
saying, K.
credit-
I get what
to
you're
his
saying, K.
credit,
You can't
to
do
his
that.
credit,
You
to
don't
his
You don't,
credit.
The
don't
NBA
need
can't
the
put
Cowboys to sell
To
out a
his credit,
stadium in Europe.
The Jaguars
You
go
better
Wembley
have
Stadium
the Lakers
every year in
or
London
the Celtics
and sell out
in
every
London.
year.
You
Gotcha.
better have the
Jaguars
Lakers. You
every year.
cannot go
Every
out
year.
that motherfucking
Gotcha.
joint with the Memphis Grizzlies
I agree with
versus
that.
the
Okay.
Charlotte
I know
motherfucking
why- I know why you
Bobcats.
can't.
No.
I
But hold
agree.
on,
I
but
agree.
listen, you know why you can't?
Why?
The reason why you can't is because they got NBA players over there, so they not fooled by that.
No,
shit.
they don't care. They don't care.
Yes,
about
it
that.
do matter. Yes, it do.
No,
Okay.
no,
All right.
they over there. But
Okay.
one, it's a sport. You really can't, like NFL is a sport. You
need
can't just
equipment
go
and a
and
team.
just go get your
Right.
football equipment,
Exactly.
the football, the line of
Exactly.
Ain't that shit ain't over there.
Basketball,
Basketball,
you
you
can go
really
pick
just
up a
throw a
ball
crate on your
anywhere.
jaw, boy. It's all these stories of
Exactly.
people overseas getting nice on a crate. Where it started, like you know what I'm
China
saying, just
and-
being tall. NFL is kind of like them kids. Like look out here, they got the training programs. Young boys is working out at 7 with programs and shit, building them up. You really can't do that over there. You just can't. And I will say, the NBA, I respect that, John. NFL was battling one thing. That's Jesus Christ on Sunday. That's it. They not battling shit out.
In the United
Rumble,
States.
Hold up.
listen,
In the
you're
United
not
States.
winning this. They
in the
never win
United
that
States.
belt.
AK, I
It's
mean, in the
Jesus
United
Christ
States.
in the NFL
You
on
mean
Sunday,
in
bro.
the, you mean in the United States?
I got a motto.
Because soccer
Hey,
bigger.
what's my
So you
motto?
mean
No,
here?
that's fact. Soccer is listen.
You
soccer
mean
is
here.
more- but soccer's the same thing.
That's what
Soccer's
you mean here. It's not
worldwide,
that
but
big.
soccer's the same thing. You can go find a net in a net and play. Everybody plays soccer. It's a
Right.
world jump.
Right.
It's been so big everywhere. But football, it's like it's actually
Listen,
complicated.
my-
to
don't
put you
nobody
two
care about
football
football.
teams
My
Yeah,
line
America.
is Sunday belongs
They
to
do.
God and Roger Goodell.
Facts.
Nobody
No,
cares.
That's
how long
facts.
I've been saying that,
America-
K?
that's
How long
facts.
I've been saying
Listen.
Sunday belong to God and Roger Goodell?
That's
I'm gonna
facts.
keep it
That's
a
it.
buck.
That's
That
what
was
they
my
do.
favorite
Football,
line.
in
I'm
football,
period.
in basketball is more individuality. They have more players that you can actually be in touch with. You know what they look like. Most NFL boys, he could be right in the club next to you.
And
And
you
you
never know.
wouldn't know
Yeah,
who
you
never
boy
know.
is
Right.
because they're sold as a
Humble
product together.
No, it's not. It's
They're
because
so-
you don't see their face.
No,
That's
you
me.
do
Yes,
see
it's
their
not.
face.
You making it more than what it
You
is.
don't
No,
see
you
their
don't.
face. You don't
No,
really
you
see
don't.
their face.
No, you
You
don't.
The way
The
they're
only certain
sold,
ones who face
they're
you
sold
know
as a product
They're
together.
sold as a product.
They're sold as a
together.
product
They're
together.
sold as the NFL,
Yeah.
sold as a shield,
Yeah.
a team.
It's a
Jaguars,
team.
Eagles.
Because
the
when you
NFL,
say,
the shield.
they say LeBron James, they'll say Tom
LeBron
Brady,
and the Lakers.
the championship quarterback of the Patriots.
Steph Curry and
like
the
they'll say,
Warriors.
he is the
You know what I'm
player
saying?
for this team.
Exactly.
When they talk about LeBron, they just be like LeBron.
LeBron
you
and
know what
the
I'm
Lakers,
saying?
or
They be
they
like
say
Kevin
LeBron and the
Durant.
Lakers.
They'll
I
say
mean-
LeBron and Lakers, but the forefront is LeBron.
LeBron James.
When you
They're
talk
selling
about the
LeBron.
other stars like NFL, it's like literally like you notice them as their team way more. NFL, and they got more moving parts than NBA ever had.
Yeah.
They got moving parts all over the place every year. But it's actually known as the franchise, the team. That's how they market it.
Right.
That's why with the worst fucking teams, like I said, go sell out in Europe.
Exactly.
And I ain't watching this shit at 7 o'clock in the morning. Dolphins versus
The Jaguars.
motherfucking
The Jaguars are in that.
the
Jaguars
Redskins.
are
Only,
on London's team.
only Americans watch American football, man.
Jaguars
man.
on London's team,
Don't
bro.
nobody watch
Yo, they trying to get a
Jaguars
football
are
team in London.
That's the
They ain't
Jaguars.
trying to get no basketball team in London.
I agree with that. I agree.
They already got
They
their own.
already
Oh,
got
they
their
trying to get
own.
an
They
NBA
got
team.
about it.
That's what
European
we talking
League.
about.
No, but they're not a pro team. They're not trying. They can't put. It's not like the NBA would have competition from the whatever the
Why wouldn't they?
whatever the fucking
Why
league
wouldn't
they
they?
got over. They wouldn't.
If Spain made a team, the NBA wouldn't have no competition.
The
They
Spain
got a team.
You talk about you can take.
No, he
Spain-
just said he said it's not like the NBA can have competition. Yes, they could.
They
It's just that the
wouldn't.
players go into
So
the
why do
league.
people
do.
that
They
don't?
got
Why do
it.
people that don't make
They
the
got it.
Why? I
NBA?
would want to
They
go
got
into
the
the
Spanish
league.
ACB league. They got it.
They ain't got a team.
But
That's
you,
what I'm saying.
but you
That's what
do
I'm
know
saying.
the guys that don't make the NBA teams go overseas
Yeah.
and are the best players.
Right.
Yeah, I know that.
That's fact.
I know people that play over there now.
There are always one or two guys over there that's as good as them. When you got the Darkos and damn, he was a bad name to bring
Yes,
up.
he was. I'm like,
But
yo.
But Darko Bull was Bull over there.
Dirk?
No,
Dirk.
Darko
You
Milicic.
know,
I
what's
know
the
Dirk
fucking
was
bull
good.
that just came in the league? And he's super tough. The young boy that played for Dallas. I just forgot. His name begins with a D.
Luka Doncic.
Luka Doncic. He's super tough.
I can't
But
see
still,
that.
you go take the bull, Deontay Christmas.
No,
who
overseas
played-
he the
and they
bull.
play. You be like Deontay Christmas versus
Leaf Wyatt killing overseas.
All of
Leaf
them
Wyatt
dudes.
averaged about
These are
30
the
over
dudes
there.
that make that could play in the league, but they would be borderline bench players, so they would be like, I'm over there.
Yeah.
But they battling the best overseas players.
They
and
don't
get
even be
marketed with
making
them.
it in the league.
They don't be making. They be
Yeah.
catching wreck over there,
Yeah.
nigga. Man, listen, some good player like J.R. Smith.
No,
well,
I
not
ain't going
good. He,
for that.
all right, J.R. Smith can catch wreck
Stephon
overseas.
Marbury is the GOAT of
It's
China.
the fucking goat,
Yeah.
bro.
He averaged like 50,
Michael
20,
Jordan.
and 10.
He got bad championships and all that.
No, one more. The boy Russ Smith, that used to go to Louisville.
Okay.
He averaged 60 in China. Like if y'all look him
He's
up.
fact.
Y'all, if
I
y'all, no,
seen that
I
fact.
swear, no, I'm not joking. Go look
He
this up.
averaged-
That's
This is
fact.
look it up.
No,
Russ
look
Smith
at-
from Louisville
Look at
averaged
the
60.
average.
Not many
Like
shots
he set the
average.
world
It was,
record.
no, it was
for
like over a period of time. He
Yeah.
definitely averaged
Russ-
60
Russ-
points. That's a fact.
Yeah, it's a
He was
fact.
getting like 60, bro.
Yeah.
He was getting
Yo,
like
that's
60.
crazy. Let's move on. That's the way to end it. Shout out to my man averaging 60 in China and shit. The fuck, like, I don't know what to follow with that. So with that being said, let's go to the third quarter. Good quarter, fellas. Third quarter. We're going to keep it moving. Now, the third quarter, we like to mix it up a little bit. We like to do a fun fact. So what we do is we give you a fun fact about music and sports. That's what we do. Something you might not know about your favorite artist or your favorite athlete. Chris, what you got for me?
All right, you know I love every sport, so I'm gonna throw a little baseball in there since it's the playoffs. In 1934, Babe Ruth paid $20 for the ball for his 700 home run ball.
He paid what?
He paid the fan that caught his 700 home run ball $20.
How much was $20 worth in 1934?
We would have to look that up for
That's-
inflation, so I
Yeah,
don't know.
like at the
$20
time-
had to be
200.
A dude.
Pull
I
up
was
your
ready to
inflation
say
calculator.
It's like
Pull up
200.
the inflation calculator. Pull it up real quick.
Yeah, I would like to know that because even though we said like $20 in 1934 was a lot of money. Like I'm pretty sure whoever got that was like, here, nigga, like
That was a lot.
you could have it. You could have had it for $10 or $5.
Yeah.
Why they looking that up? What you got, Evan?
Man, I got
1934.
okay. In the 1700s, all right. The
The
first black
1700s?
man. No, listen, because you know I'm a boxing fan, right? So I look up stuff because I be studying my sport, and then when I find it, I be like, yo, I'm gonna tell them this because they would have never thought this, right? Anyway,
You knew we wouldn't have
yeah,
never
it was a
done
guy.
$382.
It was
That's how much it was worth?
That still ain't
$20. I mean, it was worth $382 back then.
Ball was
Yo,
cake.
shout out
No,
to
give me that dub for that ball, though. Give me that dub for that ball. I don't give a fuck. Give me a dub, then.
No,
That's
right
the
now
dub.
I need a dub.
Yeah,
with
I
some
need a
extra
dub for that
zeros
ball.
on that
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
It's gonna be about 5 zeros behind that dub in 2018.
That's a fact.
You need about 20 grand, B.
Exactly.
You know
I
what I'm
mean, if
saying?
you had a clue.
Well,
What
what's
I
up,
was
what's
saying
up,
was, okay, as a fighter named Tom Melanu, and he fought his way out of slavery. He won
In the
500.
1700s.
Yeah, listen, he won 500 fights on some back alley, backyard type time, right?
Oh, he was like my man from Florida.
He won so many of them, the slave master was like, you know what, I'm going to set you the fuck free, and I'm going to give you some money. So he set him free, and he gave him some money, and he went to Canada. He fought this dude named Tom Cribb. It was his first title shot. He fought him in 27 rounds and he lost, but they kept on making the fight.
27 rounds?
Yeah, they was cheating. He already won.
He
at
fought a
15.
white dude.
Yeah,
Okay.
he won at 15. They was like, no, it's not over because you still winning. And they
Word.
were like, no, it's not over because you still winning. Yeah, and they kept going on. Yeah, his name talking about he actually fought his way out of slavery.
Oh, that's incredible. That's yeah, that's incredible. Man.
That's
Shout out-
crazy. Like it
shout
sounds
out
like
to
a
my-
lie, and you gotta spell it Melanu, but it's MOLINEAUX because it's like French.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Melanu.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
Oh, he got some shit. I like that one.
Extra
B.
silent.
What's up, Kay? What we got?
All right. I'm gonna give you the fun fact. Let me give you my Kyle Kuzma fun fact. Okay,
I
Kuzma.
fuck with Kyle Kuzma
That's
too.
my guy.
Shout out
That's
to the
why I
Lake
fuck with
Show.
Kyle Kuzma.
The Lake. Alright, we got to
So Kyle literally from Michigan, right? He from Michigan. And I'm gonna blame all of this shit. I'm gonna just show Philly all of this love because where we from, this is where we rep. So he's from Michigan. He balled. This dude sent the tape out, and I thought he actually was from here to an extent because I seen him the year he played, and I was like, damn, that's Kyle Kuzma. He sent his tape all around the city of him shooting shots, right? And a Philly coach, Rise Academy coach, you know how Philly do, like they just make up schools when they got balls, like you know what I'm saying, and we're gonna go ahead and play for Rise Academy. That's what we call it now. So he sent it. The coach saw it. He came to Philly, played his senior year here. You know what I'm saying? And that's really how he got his D1 offers. He got his D1 offers. He got it from Connecticut. He got it from Minnesota, where he ended up going. Arizona, all of them. Utah. You're right. That's where he eventually went. But he actually put the work in to show his highlights to all of these coaches around the city because he just felt like where he was at, it wasn't really getting no looks. And this is why, this is the key. This is why when you see him play now, he got like kind of like a Philly swag a little bit, and sometimes I hear like the young bull fuck out of here dickhead when he be like hitting niggas off. You know what I'm saying? So when you see him like the same way I see Kobe, you be like it's a different swag. We're not talking about early Chris Childs Kobe. Like that shit was all lower Mary. But like you can tell, we ain't talking about that. You can see a little bit.
Everything was
Why
going
you
so
do that?
good.
Why you
It was going so good.
Why you trying to do that?
It was
though?
going so
no.
good.
Listen,
He tried to throw a shot
this
at
is
Kobe.
Kobe love.
No,
This is first off. No, that was the lower Marion Kobe.
Yo,
But then
that's
later
fair,
on, you started seeing like I played against some South Philly niggas.
Cheston's
I played
Kobe.
against some Chester
Cheston's
niggas.
Kobe.
I played against some North niggas. Like you see these North niggas about to get this wreck Kobe in the late. So when you see Kuzma, it's kind of like, damn, he got a little bit of like, I'm about to trash these North Philly niggas, these South Philly niggas swag. So that's my fun fact for the day, because I think if he stayed in Minnesota, that nigga would just be soft shooting jump shots. He had like 5. But when you get a little bit of swag to you from Philly, you a little bit of a savage. Like I'm saying. So that's why when he hit him off, he pull that shit and he be like, fuck out of here, dickhead, and he roll down the joint. That's my fun fact for the day.
I don't even know if that's really a
No,
fact or
that's
opinion.
fact.
No, that's a Philly fact.
That's a
No, that's a Philly fact.
That's a
In Rise
fact.
Academy and all that. That's
Alright.
a
It's
fact.
fact.
No.
That's a subjective fact.
No, the Kyle Kuzma, he sent the
Hey,
tape out.
Dallas,
No,
what's up with
that's
Kay,
all
Dallas?
fact.
Fuck
The
out of here.
the
It was a lot of
it
was a lot of
just
things.
looks like you said, like now, when you see him,
I'm saying like, wait.
It's facts
We
that that's a
giving
Philly
us a
term.
strong
so-
opinion right
no,
there.
no.
It's facts that
all
that's a
that,
Philly
everything the
term.
Kuzma shit is all fact, but my opinion is it just looked like that's when he hit niggas off, he got a little bit of fuck out of here dickhead to him. Like, and then he don't care what you about to say. That's all Philly young bullshit.
Hey, yo.
That's all I'm saying.
Hey, yo,
That's
K,
all Philly
hey, yo.
young bullshit.
K,
Real rap.
hey,
Real
yo.
rap. That's what that is.
Kuzma, we fucks with you here on Cut to the
Kuzma
Chase.
It's heavy.
Hey, yo,
I
and
like
Philly
Kuzma,
fucks with you
man.
too, obviously.
And listen, I love Brian, but Brian, you not about to tell Kuzma what to do. Been in Philly a little bit too long.
Alright,
You know what I'm saying?
so-
He
hey,
gonna
listen.
follow you, but you're not about to be like, young bull, get the fuck over here
Yo,
on
say
your
the
jaw.
thing,
LeBron
Kuzma
gonna get a
top
smooth
dude.
what? Fuck out of here, dickhead. He gonna get one of them. He gonna be trading the young boy and all
Brian a
that.
big dude, man.
Huh?
Brian a big dude.
Yeah. Come on, man.
All right, hold on. Before we do that, let's do the whole good third quarter. Then LeBron can take us to the next show. So with that being said, we're gonna go to the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter is where we give you a versus. We like to take and mash up or talk about maybe things that are hypothetical, things that are going on, stuff that are
Let's see what we got.
options right now. So with that being said, the G League has just introduced a new option for high school players or players that are trying to pursue the NBA, where you have an option of making what's the
125,000.
125,000 for 1 year,
That's facts.
right? Or you can go to college and get those perks. Now you know what that does. Sometimes going to college to help build your brand. do you think this move will, number one, increase players choosing the G League over college or overseas? And do you think they will be able to build a strong brand the same way they are or the same way they do in college?
I want to go first.
Go ahead. What's up, Ed?
Because this is a double-edged sword. I think that it'll help college in the sense that somebody going to college going to want to go to college.
Okay.
See what I'm saying? Because now I'm not going because I got to do a one and done.
Yeah.
If I'm going, I'm probably going to play here 2 or 3
Yeah,
years
yeah,
because
yeah.
I think
I
I
wanna
need to
go.
get developed.
Right.
At the same time, when I come out of high school, I'm 18. If I'm on my mom's couch, and it's really my grandma's
Trying to get
house,
6 figures.
and it's my mom's couch,
Trying to get
and my
6 figures.
grandma's house,
Trying to
I
get
need
6
it.
figures
I
done.
need it.
You need
I
yours.
need it.
You
And
need
they
your
deserve to
mom's
make money.
house.
The
That might be
universities
upset.
make too much money off of niggas, man. At the end of the day, y'all getting all this bread, and I can't even get a pair of sneakers from nobody without getting indicted.
Them niggas stealing.
Niggas give me a pair of Reebok pumps, y'all going
They
to
selling
indict
out
me.
the market
All
and
this money
shit.
on me, y'all selling my jersey and all that. I can't. You know what? Let me go to the G League and get my Bean 25 for life. That's it.
Here's what I say though about that.
What
though.
you got to say, Dallas?
I would say I agree to an extent that they still gonna go because they want to go to school. But what I say to that is, you would rather if players are gonna look at it like this: do I want to go to school, be poor for one more year, and get the exposure, go to Duke, go to Kentucky, get on March Madness, ride on charter jets and all of that, or am I gonna go to the D League, ride on these buses for $125,000 a year and not get the exposure, maybe be forgotten about for some higher prospects that just snuck up on this, maybe that was lesser recruits, but now in college that are now exploded on the scene. Now they took over. Now you're wait. You're playing for the Erie Bayhawks, and now you're not being seen as somebody that's a 3-star recruit that's now on ESPN that's playing for Kansas.
You go 1 year,
But-
you go
but
1 year,
but
you first round. You go
things
second
change in
year,
a year.
you back a first round.
But-
you go third year, you the
but
back again. The
things
more
change.
time you stay in college, you're worse and worse.
Yes,
There's
I agree
no
with that.
benefit to those kids.
No.
It's not, but it's no benefit if you go to the Erie Bayhawks.
It's
And
benefit.
you get,
It is.
and then now you get exposed by the Erie Bayhawks.
No,
wait. Here,
the Erie
let me finish.
Bayhawks
Let me finish.
would've had the ball, though.
Let me finish. Okay? If you go to the Erie Bayhawks, now you think, okay, I ain't going to college because I'm gonna go to the D League, try to make this $125. Now you go to the Erie Bayhawks. You was going like you come out of high school, you go to college 1 year, you a top 10 pick. Now you go to the Erie Bayhawks, you getting playing against other grown men that's already been in the D League. Now you're getting exposed because you're not as good as everybody thought. Now you're not a top 10 pick. You slipped. Now you stuck with that 125 when if you would have just went to college, killed for that 1 year, you're still a lottery pick.
But
Now you're making
putting-
125
as a fan, I
and
like
you fell
that.
out the
You're
draft.
putting-
No,
more bust.
you're
As a
creating.
fan,
Yeah,
want
I
that.
agree with that.
No more busts.
But-
Give me this.
but
Let's
if
get
the
this-
player-
Wait a minute,
but
you're
if the
creating,
player-
but you're creating more. You're creating more like all of the positive stuff. Let's talk about like the real stuff that happens in college. Let's talk about Wendell Carter and them telling him, "Listen, this is your team. This is your basketball team. We're going to build behind you. We're going to promote you. You're going to be #1 pick." And then you go get Bagley because he just said, "You know, I changed my mind. I'm going to Duke. I already signed. What you mean I can't go nowhere else? You promised me this. Now I'm his boy." Now, actually, this is what happens. Now I'm backup ball. I'm not even the best ball no more. Now I get pick #7. So now my money is totally different long
At
term.
7, you got $3 million as opposed to $1.25.
No, the $1.25 is different. That's where you're confusing it because the $1.25 was the first year deal in that G League.
Right.
But I still might go to the league and get my guaranteed money. The year after that, I'm gonna get my contract off my draft pick and all of that
Proving
status.
I could do
So
it
you're
against
not.
grown men.
You can't compare first year NBA versus D League. You got to compare college versus D League, and it's just not
Oodles and
close
noodles.
because
You been
they're
to college.
fucking these guys over and they're giving them these fake scholarships and shit. We're not talking about the dudes that actually at the back of the bus on the team. They not really that good. They propel. They make themselves a little bit better. I respect that joint. They get into the league Jimmy Butler style. Now they killing. But Jimmy Butler would have went to the G League. He worked so hard. He would have became Jimmy Butler anyway. He came to college. He played 3 years or whatever like that. And then when he got drafted, it was like, nah, he played 3 years because we ain't picking him top 10. We don't know. It's like the best. I just don't see the positive of playing college basketball for these one and done type guys. That's the only thing I'm
Is the
talking
G League
about.
gonna give
But for the
same
longer
platform
ball
as-
players,
I get what he's saying, and maybe am I wrong? You understand when college, March Madness, that whole wave from now until March,
it's fun.
The
It's still
platform
gonna be the
that
same.
you're gonna get.
It's gonna be the same. It's gonna be better. You know why? Because Wendell Carter and Bagley would have never been part of it. So now you're watching some kids that
Zion
actually
Williams,
been
all
with
of
the team for 2-3 years, and they're going to war together. So the thing is, this is why college basketball is so great, because the greatest team that's in the league, and this is what hurts the NBA, the team with all the talent, Golden State, and then the other team with all the talent, maybe, last year we already knew, Golden State with Cleveland. Nobody's beating them. The difference in college is you can have all the talent in the world and beat Kentucky. But the team that been together for 2 years, they got the white bulls with the outside shots. They got the one boy that play old school post-up basketball. They got the one young point guard that run it, but they all got a nucleus.
It's one and done.
They beating.
Because it's single elimination.
They beating them.
Yeah, and
so
y'all
the
winning
game,
them
I don't
too.
think the game. I don't think college would suffer, and I don't think the one and done guys, they're not benefiting anyway. You got Ben Simmons filming his whole college experience and selling it to ESPN. You know how much illegal shit that the college had to do to let that happen? So why y'all they doing all this illegal
And then
shit?
they gonna indict
Anyway,
Ben Simmons,
they
too.
cutting checks to
They
all
gonna
these
spin around and say something
making
about
these
that. You know
dudes
they
look
is.
like D-heads for taking a check.
I agree.
Like, come on,
They
bro.
got
Like,
the Louisville litigation going
yeah,
on
like,
right
come
now
on, bro.
with this,
All these
where
coaches
everybody
on some
on
bullshit.
trial.
Yeah.
So,
all these bulls,
but
they ain't got no loyalty, cuz.
I just
I'm
think
cool.
that it could hurt you by going to the Erie Bayhawks and playing there for 10 months.
A player that's
And
No,
not the
because
man.
now,
That's
A
not-
player
know
that's
who
not
would have
the
went to
man.
the Erie Bayhawks? Simon would have went to the Erie Bayhawks, or he would have went there, and
Zion
he would have
Williams,
been
somebody
playing-
like that,
like
somebody
Zion
that's good.
Williams, maybe like
It's
the
gonna be
whole.
somebody
No,
that's
Zion
good.
wouldn't, because they would have said no. They changing it to 18 too.
Oh.
So the dudes that did what it is those dudes that didn't get picked. Remember they used to say that, like, where they gonna go?
Right.
Where they gonna go? Like, these dudes keep coming out. Where they gonna go? No, they gonna go to the Erie Bayhawks, and I'm gonna watch, like, if the young bull don't get picked. Like, okay, like Ramon Moore, who didn't
Right.
get picked, who nice as shit.
Right.
I'm watching him playing Deontay Christmas and on playing the Erie Bayhawks. I'm watching that shit.
I wanna see
You know what I'm
that.
saying? I'm not watching that shit now because the nigga that's killing, he been in the league 18 times and he averaging 27, and I hate him because he get called up and he averaged 2.
Yeah.
You
Right.
trash.
That's why you
But
gotta
I'm
keep
talking
going
about
back.
the young
You gotta
bulls.
keep going back.
The young
man.
bulls
You gotta-
will watch that
Demetrius
shit.
Jackson, he go
The
to
new
D League,
all
average
that.
32, come to the Sixers.
We watching that. We like, yo,
Yeah,
when
man.
he get in the draft,
I'll watch
we
it.
gonna watch it. Like, I think everything will be
Stud.
better. They just can't. Them young bulls going to college. This shit is poison. You got people that's getting regular, that's going to college, getting regular jobs at Home Depot. They got this whole degree with $100,000 worth of debt.
Yep.
What's the benefit? Because I play ball, I don't have $100,000 worth of debt.
Right.
I can't even come. I done made you $20 million, and I can't come back and get a free education for 4 years.
Right.
Man, I should be able to leave, do 1 year, get my 4 years, my masters,
Yep.
all this shit when I come back at 35.
Yeah.
Because I done made you 10 million,
Yep.
15 million.
Yep.
Like, even like the football shit. Look at Jameis. Jameis done had this terrible stigma for years, to the point where he done touched the Uber chick and then got suspended. Like, damn.
Right.
And this all because of college. He took some crabs.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
He got caught with the wrong girl and all
He'd
that
have
type
never
of
been
shit.
in college.
All of
Like
this,
I said,
these motherfuckers would have never been doing
It
this
sounds
shit.
ignorant to say that.
They'd have let this
Like, you
motherfucker
don't
out of
nobody don't
college
get an
after his
education
1
for it.
year
Yeah.
when he played in the league.
Yeah.
It'd have been a red. The basketball niggas get in trouble and all that. They'd have let them bulls rock out. Brandon Austin, we all know this. If Brandon Austin was in the D League, he wouldn't have been in college doing all of this nut shit that people from another town ain't used to.
Right.
If this was some Philly girls,
Right.
man, they would be like, man,
They was
I was on my shit. I was
Right.
drawn or whatever. We was fried and we had a good time. Man, you get some girl from Minnesota, she like, I don't know what the black guy did to me or
Right,
whatever.
right.
Like, come on, cuz. Like,
Right.
no. These young bulls need to be able to go to the league, do their thing, and
That
if
I
they don't
agree
make
with.
it,
That I
if
agree
they don't make it,
That
they
I
should be
agree.
able to rock out.
All right,
The
so
league.
I just
fucking
think the
young bulls go.
exposure that you get in college basketball and with the national exposure, because now think about it even when we was growing up as young boys on ESPN. You had to go to Duke, Kentucky, Michigan to get on ESPN. Now you got young boys that go to Lamar University
Yeah, they make
that can
it
be on TV.
Only if
You got
they hit the
ESPN
tournament.
3. No, you got what I'm saying with
But
the
you
ESPN.
still have them
no, what
dudes,
I'm
though.
saying is with the ESPN 3 networks and all of the different, the Fox Sports, with the local affiliates. You got all of that. All of the young boys can be seen now. It doesn't matter what college you go to. It, like, as opposed to in year 2000, where if you wasn't on ESPN, ESPN2, or ESPN News,
Yeah.
you weren't gonna be seen.
Right.
So that I just
agree
think
with all that.
I
Last
just think
thing
the
I'ma make.
exposure with college would be better than. Only way I think it would change is if the number one player, a guy like Anthony Simons, the boy that went to IMG Academy,
Yeah.
goes to the D League straight out. The
If
number
he-
one player in the nation
If
goes
he
to
there,
the D League.
folks getting sent down.
Then
We will see
somebody
folks,
like that.
Folks getting sent down if there's some bulls there.
It would have to be.
And
a
we'll
nas-
watch folks playing the D League. Folks just hit a 10-footer yesterday and got a standing ovation.
Oh,
So Philly's sitting there
and it
like,
gotta be
hold
a-
the fuck
and
up.
it has
This
to
nigga
be a-
needs some help.
And it got to be a
You know what I'm
super.
saying? He needed to be in the D League last year. I would have watched him in the
And
D
it got to
League.
be a superstar type player so that ESPN or one of the big Fox Sports, a big network, will pick up the game.
Right.
So then, now, okay, we want it just like Fox Sports picked up the big three. All right, so now we can televise it. Now we can advertise it and we'll market it now.
Right.
It's all about the money.
Money,
If
right.
they can't market
Advertise
it,
and make money, then it ain't gonna
then
make
it's,
sense.
there's no
All right,
point.
So let's do it. So with that being said, that was another show. We want to thank you guys for tuning in. Again, this is Cut to the Chase. We enjoyed you guys. I got my host K here, my other co-host Chris, my co-host Ibn. I'm K. We'll see you guys next time.
Jungle Beats.